Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another SC1 Factory Zoom call. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles. We are your hosts tonight, and we've got some great information to share. In fact, some brand new information that just came out today. Excuse me, kind of a whisper campaign that's going on. But welcome to our weekly Zoom call where we are the SC1 Factory helping you build your business by providing tools and training every week. So show up here every single week. We're going to start keeping score. We're going to start giving some incentives for people who have like perfect attendance on these trainings, because the more you get trained, the more you understand, the bigger your business grows. Obviously, the more people you're helping and the greater financial security you have. But before we get into today's content, why don't we tell them about the YouTube channel?
All right, guys, if you don't know about this YouTube channel yet, you've been under a rock.
Right?
Or maybe it's somebody that hasn't been on this call and you haven't told them yet. So please make sure that you personally are subscribed already to the Team Freedom Range YouTube channel. That's where we upload all of this content as well as other things as it comes up. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you ring the bell, get notifications so that you know when we've uploaded new content. So you can use the QR code that's here on the screen to be able to do that. And then, of course, every single week, it is the same time, same Zoom information for the team call, which is here on the screen as well. Save it into your calendar so that you don't have to go searching for things every single week. It's all right there. Hi, Odell. So glad to have you on here with us. And me, everybody that's hopping in here, appreciate you joining us live on the call. All right, so we just got done with the Open the Month call and it was fire. Don Burrish just laid out why you need to have your IPAs, your income producing activities, in line, even setting alarms for you to be able to be proactive in your business. So if you were not on, you missed out, at least until they upload the recording. So make sure that you go and check out what Don had to share on the Opening the Month call. So this is July's month at a glance, the things that are part of the training that you should be implementing into your business. The close the month call will be July 25th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. All of these times are Mountain Time. And then the product training video release will be July 17th at 10 a.m. on the Facebook page. So make sure that you're aware of these things, that you're participating in them. Plus, keep in mind that the Activation Nation podcast is releasing new episodes every week now. So make sure that you are following the podcast. You can go to it directly using this QR code. Just go follow it, and then you'll get those notifications when the new content drops. But this is the training platform that the company is using now, which is the Activation Nation podcast. The contact center hours for the month of July are a little bit haphazard, so make sure that you take a screenshot here. The only thing I would say that it looks like they fixed it on here, so that's fantastic. Good. So basically, the 4th of July, they will be closed for Dondi's birthday because it is the holiday, right? Or for our nation's birthday as well. And then July 14th, they're going to be closed from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. due to employee meeting, as well as the 22nd, they're going to be closing after 1 p.m. due to a company event, and they will open back up the next morning. The contact center will also be opening at 9 a.m. on the 23rd due to this event. And then July 31st, they will be open clear up until midnight for us to be able to help us close out the month strong. So make sure that you understand these hours when they will not be available, because we want to make sure that we are, utilizing them properly when they're available. Oh, you want to talk about this? This is really exciting, guys. The 2030 initiative.
Yeah, so about a year ago on the Scientific Advisory Board, we had what is called a 2030 initiative that the company is implementing because of some questionable ingredients, or ingredients that are safe based on the amounts used in there and based on the professionals and the authority figures and the regulatory bodies who police these types of things. But they are, to some people, they raise eyebrows. They're a little bit of a concern. So the company initiated a little over a year ago what is called the 2030 initiative, that we are going to literally go through every single product that we have in the next 5 years. It was 6 years, now it's 5 years, and look at every single ingredient in every single product over the next 5 years and get rid of the questionable ingredients. And this is going to be other than we made a change in Axio before, this is going to be the second one in the D3 product in the US, which is where the majority of the market is. We're going to be moving 2 to 2 capsules rather than 2 tablets. And here's the reason why. A chemical in there that is called, actually it's a binding agent or a release agent. When they take the powdered ingredients and they put it in a press at high pressure to produce them into the tablets, well, they're going to be getting rid of the coating that allows it to come out of the press, which is called polyethylene glycol, also known as PEG. That will be coming out, and so also will the magnesium stearate. So gone is the magnesium stearate and gone is the polyethylene glycol, and they're actually producing this now. So as soon as the order comes in and we will ship it out, we will have the new cleaner formula. There will be many other products to come. This is the first in a long line, but the 2030 initiative is to go through every single one of our products, reformulate, get out questionable products, and put in out questionable ingredients. Thank you for that. We don't have any questionable products, but out some questionable ingredients for more user-friendly and more clean. It is really the clean initiative to make clean products.
Yeah, and basically these ingredients, they were basically for helping the product to be able to be swallowed easier. And did you make note that it's now going to be 2 capsules instead of the tablet? Okay, yep. Great. Thank you so much for that. So guys, we're super excited about this, and there's going to be some other things coming along down the line that we think that you guys are going to be all super excited about. This is an exciting thing because more and more people out there are being really conscientious, something like that, about what they're putting into their bodies. If you know the term crunchy, right? It's a growing population. So this is something that is going to make us even more attractive to even more people by having this initiative and following through with that. So this is the first step. This will be coming sometime this summer. Now, this is another one that we're really excited about. The FAB has come up with an idea to be able to help us all be together and create community even more so than we have in the past. If you've been here for a while, I'd say 5 or 6 years or more, you may have been taught when you were a new consultant to use Big Blue Calendar as a memory jogger, to be able to go in and see where meetings are. And it's like, do I know somebody in this area, or do I know somebody in this area? And to be able to invite those people to go to those meetings. Well, we still use Big Blue Calendar, and we encourage every single one of you to check it regularly. It's bigbluecalendar.com. You can go in by state and check out where the different meetings are at. Well, now we are also going to have a WhatsApp group. Now, this WhatsApp group is going to have subgroups inside of it, one for every single state, to where people that regularly host meetings are going to be able to post the shareables that they create to invite people to those meetings. This is going to be somewhere where you can go in and at a glance see where meetings are happening and start inviting people to it. So the first step to become part of this WhatsApp community is to join it. You can join it by using the QR code that's right here on the screen. That'll take you into the main WhatsApp community. It is LV Meetings Only is the name of it. And then what you'll do from there is you'll go through and you'll see which one of the states that you want to join. You do not have to be in all of the states, okay? But if you want to see what's in there, you do need to join the meeting or the states where you think that you might know somebody and want to participate in the meetings there, okay? So go and get started by joining through into the large WhatsApp community, the overall LifeVantage Meetings Only group, and then you can go through and add yourself into the other states that you want to participate in. Anything you want to say about that?
No, ma'am. Thank you for asking, though. Drive 25 activate. So the incentive location, I like that new font. I've been meaning to tell you that new font you found there.
Thanks.
So the incentive location announcement is July 12th is when we're going to actually talk. We don't even
find out where.
So we don't know. So as members of the
and if you haven't been on the other calls today, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about all of it.
Yeah. So just get there, register for it. And actually, here's the entire thing. This is where you get regardless of whatever size your vision is of LifeVantage and what's the business opportunity size, the product magnitude, or whatever it is, you have your own understanding, and it occupies a certain size portion of your heart, of your mind, of your bandwidth, whatever that is. When you attend events, that grows significantly. So register for this. It's a free event. Go to someplace near you of someone who is hosting a watch party, because get around groups of people. Don't just register and watch it at home by yourself. You kind of defeat the purpose that way. Find a watch party near you. Go to bigbluecalendar.com and look for one, and go be around other human beings to take in the collective experience, to talk about it, to brainstorm, to meet new people, to challenge each other, to develop an accountability partner.
Yeah.
So use this QR code right there. Go there and register. July 12th, 2025, coming up, goes from 8:30 in the morning.
Well, ours goes from 8:30. The actual event is 10 a.m. Mountain Time until 11:30 a.m. So the 8:30 that is on here is the time that we've scheduled for our watch party.
Because we're having a little get together.
Yeah. And so if you're anywhere near the Surprise, Arizona area, we would love to have you join us. But if not, make sure that you are going and you are checking Big Blue Calendar. Go and check the WhatsApp group and see where there is a watch party near you and participate in it. And by the way, we have all kinds of really cool swag that we're going to be giving away.
That's a big old box of stuff.
So yeah, it's going to be really, really amazing. And remember, the more people you have at these events, and we're going to be talking about this here in just a few minutes as part of the topic of the call, the more people you're going to have actually building their businesses.
Right.
Now, Momentum Academy is in Dallas in October. It is Drive 25. The registration price is $99 right now. The only thing waiting does is
cost you more money.
It sure does.
Silly.
Or in this case, you could actually miss out, because we are already just over halfway full of the registration, and we do have a hard line of how many people that can attend. So make sure that if you are not registered yet, you do that as soon as you possibly can. It's October 23rd through 25th, and we've got some of the details here too. Go register with the QR code that's on the screen. So we have got on Thursday, basically for executives. This is when the executive shopping experience. This is also the day that the store opens for anybody. The leadership meeting for EC1s and above will be the same day, as well as some other recognition items for executive consultants. And then on Friday, the general session will start off the day, and then we're going to follow it up with workshops with our breakout sessions. So you're going to be able to pick and choose what you learn at this event, which is the coolest thing. You don't want to miss out on this event. And then this social gathering, they've announced the theme. It's Rhinestone Cowboy. So what would you wear? What would you wear? Put it in the comments for a Rhinestone Cowboy themed party, and then start getting your stuff together, because you need to be there and come in your best Southern style. And then Saturday, again, we're going to start out with workshops, those breakout sessions. There's going to be a legacy project that we're all going to be working on together, and then general session too. And then after that, we'll be all getting together for different team meetings and just continuing our debriefing and goal planning coming out of this event. So Dallas, October 23rd through 25th, that's where you need to be. Get yourself registered today.
Yes. Some are in the fast lane. How to accelerate your business and achieve your goals. Well, that starts tomorrow.
Today.
Actually, it starts today. That is right. Today is July 1st.
Yeah.
So it's from July 1st to September, the end of September. So it's the Q2. So you just got to get involved.
Incentive,
you just got to get involved, strap in, put the gas pedal down, and do a burnout. That's really the whole purpose here. You want to build a business, full throttle. Full throttle.
So we're going to talk about what they announced today as being part of the third quarter or second quarter. It looks like it says Q2, July through September. This should be Q3, July through September. This is the Drive Era incentive that they just announced just a few minutes ago on the Open the Month call. And it is going to be an incentive mini trip. It's going to be a mini trip.
3 days, 4 nights, I heard.
I'm not quite sure. But we don't know where we're going. That's all going to be announced July 12th.
Okay,
Another
that's 4
reason why
days.
you have to be on the virtual event, but we are starting to qualify right now because the way that you qualify is by earning 90 points. And those 90 points are going to be coming from enrolling new customers and consultants, which I love the way they did it on this incentive. You are going to love it too. You also will earn points by advancing in your rank personally. So rank advancing to the next level or beyond, and then helping your team, your personally sponsored consultants, rank advance. These are ways that you're going to be able to build your ability to earn points and earn this trip. So building your business is going to be taking you places.
Yes.
Where we don't know yet.
We literally don't know.
But we do know the trip is in December. And we know that they said that you'll have to have sunglasses in December. So I think it's going to be in the Southern Hemisphere somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's snow shine that you need to have those sunglasses
for. You never know.
Right? Exactly. So first of all, congratulations to all of the Club Fastlane qualifiers from June, because basically you've already got one step out of the way. By getting your 400 in new sales volume in the month of June, you are pre-qualified to participate in this incentive trip qualification. Okay, so you are qualified to run for that trip. So we want to congratulate.
We've got Amanda Brooks, Sophia
Akvaladian.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Sophia. Kim, I'm just going to say first names. Kim San and Delsa. Great job, gals.
You are pre-qualified.
Yes, yes. Jatan and Emmy. Great job. Kathy and Marjorie. Great job. Odell and Jennifer. Look at all these people who qualified. That is so fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yes. Dr. Pat and Dr. Dan. Dr. Ron, and hey, look at those guys.
Hey, that's you and me. So all of these individuals are already in the running and able to earn the trip. They just need to get the points now, right? So those 90 points. Now for everyone else that did not hit Club Fastlane in June, this is your first step. You need to achieve 800 new SV in July. Okay, so this can be a combination of customers and consultants that you enroll in the month of July, but you need to have at least 800 in new SV in July, okay? And then, of course, this 800 in SV is also going to go towards earning those points that we mentioned just a moment ago. So one of the ways that you can do this is by selling 4 of the high-speed help stacks to customers and consultants. Each one of those gives you 200 points. Now, keep in mind, as you are given those 10% off discount codes with your subscriptions, if you use them, you also have to reduce the volume that's associated with the pack or the stack that you use the 10% off on. And so if you use discount codes, it will take 5 enrollments instead of 4 if you use this as your example.
But you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do it. Now, step 2, after you have that new 800 sales volume in the month of July, now you want to start earning the 90 points. And so how do you earn points? You earn them through personal rank advancement, through helping your personally enrolled consultants rank advance, and then the sales volume from new personally enrolled customers and consultants. So personal rank advancements, your recognition rank is going to be your highest rank achieved between January 2024 and June 2025. So whatever your highest recognition rank was during that time period, that is your baseline for your rank advancement. So anything above that baseline is the points that you're going to be earning. So if you have not hit SC1 yet, and you rank up to SC1, that's 20 of the 90 points that you need for this qualification. Now, SC2, you would earn 30 points. Senior Consultant 3, you're going to earn 40 points. And then Managing Consultant 1 and higher is going to be receiving 50 points each time you rank advance, okay? So this is the points that you can earn for personally rank advancing in your business.
So good.
Now, for those that you've personally enrolled as consultants in your team, when they rank advanced, so when you help them build their business, you help them, they build their business. These are the points that you'll earn for helping your downline or your personally enrolled consultants rank advanced. So when they rank advanced to SC1, you're going to earn 10 points. When they go to SC2, you're going to earn 15 points. For SC3, it's 20 points, and managing consultant, they will earn 50. You will earn 25 points when you help them hit that new rank. So this is a great time for you to really be looking at the people that you have in your team, or going out and getting some new consultants and helping them hit that first really significant rank of SC1 during this trip qualification period and start earning points by helping them build their business. And then the monthly enrollment volume points. This I absolutely love that they the way they did it. In the past, they've done it on like one consultant, and however much in their enrollment month their volume is, you might earn points or you might not. Well, here this is a cumulative volume of all of your customers and all of your consultants that you enroll in a month. So in July, however many consultants and customers that you enroll, adding up the volume together, you're going to earn different amounts of points. So when you have a new 250 to 499 in sales volume this month, you're going to earn 2 points. When it's 500 to 999, you earn 5 points. 1,000 to 1,999, that's 10 points. And then 2,000 to 2,999, that's 20 points, or 3,000 plus in new sales volume. So that's all of your customers and all of your consultants that you bring into your business in 1 month time, volume added together. If you have 30,000 or more, you're earning 30 points. Okay.
3,000.
Yeah, 3,000 or more. Did I say 30,000?
Yeah.
3,000 or more. Yeah, with 30,000, you'd be well beyond that qualification period, right? So absolutely every single one of us can qualify for this trip. So let's give you a roadmap to qualify for a new consultant, okay? So for a new consultant that gets started in July, we're going to start off. Oh, and that's another thing too, guys. New consultants that are enrolled in July, September, and or August and September, they do not have to have that 800 in new sales volume to be able to start earning points, okay? They don't have to have that pre-qualification. They automatically can just start earning points. So new people that start in July, August, and September don't have the 800 sales volume requirement. Now, when they get started in the month of July, we are going to help them enroll new customers and consultants, right? And so when they enroll 4 new enrollments with a high-speed health stack or any other products that equal at least 800 in sales volume, that's going to be 5 points towards the trip. We're going to help them personally rank advance to SC1. That's an additional 20 points. And then in August, we're going to continue with the proper behaviors of the enrollments. And when they enroll 4 new people with at least 800 in sales volume, that's an additional 5 points. So now we're at 30 points. And then helping them retain their personally enrolled downline rank advancement. 1 new consultant with the SC1, they get 10 points there. And then the 30 points for personally rank advancing to SC2. Now in September, again, we're enrolling and getting that 5 points. And then retaining their personal enrolled down roll rank advancement there with their consultant, SC1, additional 10 points. And then the 40 points for rank advancing to SC3. That's a total of 125 points. Now, yes, it's only 90 points that you need to be able to qualify for this trip, but there's going to be a tier qualification where the highest qualifiers are going to get different special things for hitting higher tiers. So like flight credits or sunglasses that you're going to get to be able to pick from Tiffany's that are like valued at $700 and other things. So there are reasons why you just want to go for as many points as you possibly can earn in this time period. Now, the roadmap to qualify for an SC1, basically, we're going to get started again with those enrollment points. We're going to get the 5 points for the 800 new sales volume in the month of July. Personally rank advance to SC2 and earn those 30 points. You're already at 35 points. And then in August, that 5 points for enrollment again, and helping someone in your downline hit SC1, that's an additional 10 points. Then you're going to rank advance to SC3 and earn an additional 40 points. Okay, so now you're already at 70, 80, 90 points. You've already got it before September even starts. But remember, we're going to keep going and get as many points as we possibly can, enrolling 4 new people in the month of September, and then helping someone rank advance to SC1, that's 10 points. So that's 105 points for someone that's starting out already as an SC1. And then for someone that's an MC1, roadmap for qualifications. So again, we are having the same behaviors for everybody. We're just at different spaces in their business growth. So we're continuing with the enrollment aspect, earning the 5 points. You're going to help someone hit SC1, that's 10 points. And then in August, continuing with the enrollment, additional 5 points, helping someone else go to SC1 for 10 points. And then in September, enrolling your 4 new people for 5 points, and going down to the helping someone hit SC2. That's an additional 15 points you're going to earn. And then you're going to rank advance to MC2 for 50 points. Okay, so if you go through these processes, you're enrolling first of all and leading from the front, and then you're helping other people to do the same things with ITT, Invite Tool Team, and helping them rank advance. And then as they rank advance, it's going to automatically lead to you rank advancing yourself. And so it's all the proper behaviors for building your business and starting as an MC1. This is the roadmap for 100 points and qualification for this incentive trip. So it is absolutely possible for everybody. Plus, they're providing you with 2 different forms of trackers. You're going to have the regular online tracker that you're going to be able to see it in the back office, and also in the hub, you're going to be able to find this downloadable tracker to where you can either print it out and fill it in, or you can fill it in online. And these are the high-speed stacks that we were talking about. So first of all, the pack for consultants, it's only $245. Your 200 SC, this includes the free enrollment kit, as well as free Protandem, along with Protandem NRF2, NAD Protandem for free, along with Protandem NRF2, the Mind Body System, and Fat Burn, all for $245. This is a huge savings, almost $128 in savings. And then for customers or for subscription, high-speed health stack, $275.63. 200 sales volume, and it saves $87 off of the regular price. So great way to be able to enroll new people with a great stack of products on a huge savings and get the volume and the points that you need to be able to earn the trip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go into the promoting, because it goes right along with everything we just talked about.
Everything we just talked about fits perfectly like a glove into this promoting, which is the highest paid skill. So one of the things about network marketing is we must promote our business, promote our products, promote the opportunity, promote our success, share what we're doing with people, and give people the opportunity. Now, here's something that I know to be true right now on this July 1st of 2025. Today is day 1 of the next 6 months. Yesterday was the final day of the first 6 months of the year 2025. So 6 months of the year is already gone, and there's people that are in deep, deep regret that they're not getting their goals. They're burned out in their employment. They're just making enough to meet their basic needs, but they're not making enough to reach their financial security where they want to be. And they're in an employment situation where the employer is paying them just enough to stop them from quitting. That is misery, my friends. And so there's so many people that are living in that situation. Maybe if you're hearing my voice right now, I'm just talking about you. Well, that is why promoting this opportunity, these products, and this safety net and solution to people and grasping a hold of it yourself, because it literally can change your life faster than anything else out there that you can think of. There's lots of people right now in their 40s, 50s, and 60s going back to school to think they can just change their careers. That's going to take 3 to 5 years or more. And so why? When you can focus on something like this. So promoting is the highest paid skill, and where it fits right perfectly into this SC1 factory we've been talking about for several weeks. So let's get into this. Here's the bottom line, my friends. Meetings make money. Meetings, when people get together virtually, in person, one-on-one, however they meet, meetings make money, because meetings make people see something. They see hope, they see change, they see potential, they see a different scenario than where they currently are. And there's more people every day that are looking for just that. So let this right here sink in. Meetings make money.
Yeah, and actually meetings make money in the form that if you are hosting them and if you are helping in front of the room, you will make more money than the people that are just attending too. And so one of the things we'd like to challenge you with is look at your calendar for the month of July and see where you can put 2 meetings on your calendar in the month of July to promote to.
Yep, that's right.
Invite to.
So whether they're meetings, doesn't matter, whether they're virtual, because let's face it, people like virtual events. But I will also tell you this. We heard Brandon Cunningham on the executive call today. He was talking about, about online dating. Online dating is now a thing, but eventually online dating leads to in-person relationships, because you can't have a long-term relationship online only. And as Brandon said, the good stuff happens when you meet in person. That's the thing. Let your imagination figure out whatever he meant by that. But virtual meetings are fantastic, but transformational experiences happen face to face with other people. And usually the bigger the event, the better. But that does not mean we neglect virtual meetings, because let's face it, Zoom is gone viral. It's not going to go back in the box. It's not going to go back to where it was before, but people love them. They participate in them, but they also need the face-to-face, the in-person meeting. So virtual meetings, schedule them, make them, look on Big Blue Calendar for them, attend them, invite your people to them, and have them yourselves, but diversify.
Use the new WhatsApp group to be able to plug people into these meetings, promote.
Yes. So one-on-one meetings where you and this is what I love to do about this business. When you are having a prospect, you do not want to be the one meeting with your prospect one-on-one. Have an advisor, have somebody who's part of your team with you, even if it's you meet with them in person and you've got somebody on Zoom, on your phone or FaceTime waiting to answer the questions. Because what's this process? It's ITT. So you can invite them, you sitting there with your prospect, invite them to the scenario, invite them to the video, whatever is your go-to. When they've got questions, share a tool right there, share a video, share the website, whatever it is. And then when it comes to questions, that's when you've got the person on hold. Whether it's FaceTime, whether it's Zoom, whether it's three-way call, whatever it is, use your team in that environment. And I would recommend this. When you are going to this sit-down meeting, this one-to-one meeting with a prospect, before you do that, reach out to your support team. I'm sitting down with a prospect. Who can be available for answering questions? Who can be available for a live Zoom to meet my brand new prospect face-to-face? And I got to give credit where credit is due. There is a master of this among the ranks of Team Freedom Reigns. And big shout out to Dr. Bruce Holmesy. I don't know anybody better at one-on-one asking for support meetings than Dr. Bruce Holmesy. Great job.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, we're here to help.
Yeah.
We'd love all of you doing more of these one-on-ones and asking for that third-party validation. So make sure, there's so many different people here to support you. Doesn't have to be us. It can be a cross-line. It can be somebody else as part of your support team, but start doing more of these one-on-one meetings and taking ownership of your business. Yes. Because it is what's going to help you grow, stepping outside your comfort zone, and it's what's going to build your business.
And your team gets bigger
Yes.
and bigger
And
and bigger. And when that happens, we switch the kind of meeting format to home meetings. So the bigger the bigger your living room, the more prospects you can fit in it, the bigger the meeting is going to be for everyone involved, because people go where people go. Start small and continue to build, and then eventually you're going to outgrow the home. But I love doing home meetings. When somebody invites you into their home, and they invite their prospects and their friends, and they open their home up to a meeting, literally lives change. And then keeps getting bigger. And then hotel meetings, because we've outgrown the home. And then multiple people that are inviting to home meetings can invite, and we can relocate in a central location like a nearby hotel. And a lot of times hotels, sometimes they charge by the hour, but it's very affordable. And here's something too, as a tax benefit, if you have a home-based business and you rent this room, whether you charge $5 for consultants and guests are free, prospects are free, you can literally write this expense off as a cost of doing business. So take advantage of these things.
Not to mention these hotel meetings, oftentimes you'll get bigger guests, bigger presenters, maybe corporate staff
involved.
coming in, and it really creates more excitement the more people that are in the room. We love standing room only meetings, right? But the way we get standing room only is by a lot of people coming together and promoting.
That's it. Promoting is the highest paid skill.
Promoting.
Yes. And then destination events like we just had a few weeks ago in Salt Lake City for our global convention, where people literally from Team LifeVantage all over the world actually convened on the stages there in the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City for our global convention. And this is something that I absolutely love. It's one of Eric Worre's biggest nuggets. And Eric Worre, the author of GoPro, he is the president and who founded Network Marketing Pro and Worre Studios. And he's a genius, and he's a giant in the network marketing industry. But one thing he says about destination events, and I will use this event right here. This is an actual picture of the actual event a couple weeks ago in Salt Lake City at our global convention. There was about 2,000 people.
3,000.
3,000. So think of it this way: 3,000 people. Here is the secret sauce, or the secret to success of destination events. Here's the secret. Write this down. Of the 3,000 people that were there in attendance, about half, 1,500 of those 3,000 will be at the next destination event, which means half of them will not be. But here's the reality. The 1,500 that are in that picture right there who make it to Dallas are going to earn twice as much money, income in their business than the average of the people in that room, because the next half is going to be brand new people. Here's another scenario. When Dallas is, so let's say that 1,500 that show up from this event show up in Dallas. Of those 1,500 that are carryovers from convention, only about 750 of them are going to make it to the next destination event. 750 of those that are in this picture right there that went to Dallas will not make it to the next corporate event, the next destination, for whatever reason they choose. But here's something to be said. The 750 who are here in that picture, they make it to Dallas and they make it to the next event, will be earning 4 times as much income as the average of the people in the room. And then it goes the next thing and the next thing. So eventually, here's the silver lining and the secret. When you look at our income disclosure statement, if you attend destination events long enough, and let me say this, in between, you are furthering your skills, you are developing your personal development, you are becoming a leader. You're leading by example, you're developing a team, you are encouraging people, you're leading them, your team is growing.
You're consistent in your
and
own
you're
IPAs.
Consistent. You will eventually be the top tier of the earning of this company, and you will be on that stage presenting just like you see that person in that picture right there, because that's what it takes. That's why promoting is the highest paid skill because you promote and you attend, you promote and you attend, you promote and you attend. And the longer you do that, you make double or quadruple or 8 times or 16 times the average of the money made in the room because you continue to go, you continue to promote, you continue to develop, and you continue to grow your team. That's how this is done. In the 16 years for me and 14 and a half years for Marcy, we have never missed one single event, not one in 16 years. And we stopped counting at probably 50 to 60 lanyards from the events because that's what it takes. And on that stage, we spoke on that stage there in Salt Lake City. We got invited to the field advisory board in that event right there. So I'm just telling you, that's what it takes. If you want to build a LifeVantage business that is legacy worthy, that will provide for your family forever, then you must attend events and you must promote to them because the good stuff happens in person. So said Brandon Cunningham today.
Yeah. And the only way that it builds your business is if you're bringing more people with you each and every time, right? Yes. And so you want to make sure that you yourself, that you're promoting to yourself and that you attend and that you are sold out and that this is what you do as part of your business practices is attend every single event. You go and you learn, you're there to learn, right? So you can come out better with more skills to be able to grow your business and to grow your team. But you have to promote and get more and more people there each and every time, because that's where the best results and that's where duplication, if we're supposed to say that word, comes from. Replication, or just more people in general on your team are attending events.
That's right. Kind of think of it this way. So if your individual business was a publicly traded company, what is the value of a publicly traded company? And the answer is its stock price. So if you treated your business like a publicly traded company and your stock price was the equivalent of how many people on your team were in attendance at the big events, the destination events, and then how many of their team, which is also part of your team, is in attendance. The bigger the group grows from event to event, the higher your stock price, the bigger your company gets. And that is your own individual consulting position here at LifeVantage. Treat it that way. And the stock price, the value, the ultimate value of your business is how many people are in attendance at events and how many people replicate and promote that behavior.
Yes. Okay, so why is promoting necessary? One, at these events, there is going to be skills learned that's going to lead to greater confidence for everyone that's in the room or at that event. The skills are vital for you to be able to build your business. Now, what this does is then it leads to someone having that confidence to invite more people to take a look, or promoting our products, promoting this opportunity. And then more people promoting the products and opportunity leads to making more money for the individual and rank advancing, which will lead to you rank advance. Because when you help team members rank advance, so do you. Right? It's all about helping somebody else get what they want. And then it adds up and builds up to where you start reaching what you want to. And then all of this leads to earning points for the incentive trip, because remember the 3 ways that you earn points. The first one is enrolling customers and consultants. The second one is helping your personally enrolled consultants rank advance. And then the third is you personally rank advancing. And so promoting to events, getting as many people as you possibly can to the July 12th virtual event and meetings before then has got to be one of your number 1 focuses.
Yes.
Promoting. So let's get as many people as possible to meetings and get them committed to coming on July 12th so that they can see the training by the amazing executive consultants as well as corporate. Dr. Dondi is actually going to be part of one of the podcast interviews, the panels, and it is going to be fantastic, guys. So make sure that you do that. At our watch party, we're going to be watching the virtual. We're going to have a short opportunity presentation, and then we're going to go right into training, teaching how to tell your story and also how to use ITT, Invite Tool Team, which is our simple system. Okay, so make sure that you get yourself to a watch party. Make sure you're promoting others on your team or guests to come to that event with you. Yes.
Yes.
All right, anything else you want to add in here?
I just want to give a shout out to Chaton Quarles and to
Chaton.
Mary Ellen, who are they're actually watching with us today, because they were both also in attendance at the Salt Lake City event. And Chaton is actually our personal enrollment. We sponsored her, and she drove up with us. She drove back, but there was things that happened at that event that never would have happened. One, if she wasn't in attendance at that live meeting, and if she was just hanging out with the two of us there, because Jaton and Mary Ellen actually met each other and they hung out together, and the two of them interacting. One, the conversations that they had, the depth of conversations, how they were kind of challenging each other and feeding off of each other. They both left with a much bigger vision, and there was things that Mary Ellen told Jaton that Marcy and I never could have, or she wouldn't have heard it the same way, because it was coming from someone else who was cross-lined to her, like Marcy said, but having a similar experience. And I heard the same thing from Mary Ellen, that she just got something that she heard that was making them what?
I love that. Jaton said life is forever transformed for her.
Yeah, and those are the kinds of things that happen at events. Now, it doesn't matter how dynamic a speaker is on a Zoom call, or how many people are there, or how many exclamation points they're putting in their comments on the chat, or however loud they get. And even if they're singing Kumbaya together, that's all great. But it doesn't match the energy and the experience when there's 3,000 people in a room. And I get chills even thinking about it, because my life was transformed the first time I went to a meeting. Because many of you know my story. I didn't think favorably at all of network marketing. In fact, I went basically under duress. And when I left that very first meeting, I swore I would never miss another one, because I was told by my sponsor, you always attend events, and the only excuse for not attending events is a death in the family. Yours. And he was not kidding. And I thought, how silly is that? I don't get that. What if and I was already looking for excuses. But then I went and I thought, now I know what he's talking about. And there was 21 other people with me. We had 22 people in a hotel room. Try to figure that out. And we had a shoehorn and we made it work. 22 people in the same double bed hotel room, but it worked. And I've never missed one over the last 16 years, because it transforms lives. But it also challenges you, because you're going to see someone on the stage you're going to go, oh my gosh.
That's my story.
That's the scenario. If that person can do it, I can do it. Or you're going to hear your exact story coming out of someone else's mouth on stage or whatever. There's so many different opportunities. There are so many different situations like that. Share yours.
Yeah. So basically for me, I enrolled, and 2 weeks later was the very first convention that LifeVantage ever had. And so I was at that convention 2 weeks after enrolling, guys. I had never done network marketing before. I didn't know if this was going to work for me or not. I was just praying that the products were going to work for me at that point. And so when I went to this convention, I saw people up on stage, and I heard things come out of their mouths and heard their stories and saw how they presented themselves. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This guy can do this. This firefighter can do this. Absolutely, I can do this business. And so I had so much confidence coming out of that event that if that person could do it, I absolutely could do this thing, right? And so you never know, like Don D said, what you're going to get from that event. But if you're not there, you can guarantee that you're not going to get what you need. Right. And so I'd love to know, first of all, are you registered for July, the virtual event? Put registered in the comments if you're registered for the virtual. And then are you registered for Dallas? And if you're registered for Dallas, put Dallas in the comments, because guys, you've got to commit to it first, and then you've got to get promoting now to every single person that is part of your team. And if you're just getting started and you don't have consultants on your team yet, you've got to get some consultants, and you got to get promoting to get them there. And if you have to do what Dondi did with the other 21 people to get people at the events, then that's what you do. We do whatever it takes to help people get in the room, because that's where belief is built. That is where confidence is created. And this is where they can see that, this is real, that if other people can do it, so can they, the Roger Bannister effect, and that they have opportunities and doorways that are opening. All they have to do is decide to walk through.
Yes.
Right? So promoting events is one of the most important things that you can practice and get really, really good at to help you make more money and build your business faster.
Absolutely.
Right, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so Carol Barton is registered for both. Emmy is registered for virtual and for Dallas. That's awesome. Mary Ellen's both. Absolutely. Emmy's both. I know that Jatan is both as well. So guys, this is the commitments that are going to help you build your business and lead from the front to show other people how to do it too, right? So important. Kathy is registered for the virtual so far. Awesome. Hopefully you can get time off from work to be able to go to Dallas, because that event is going to be fire. It's going to be so good for everybody to be there. So anything else before we let everybody get off and have their nights?
There's another scenario that happens, another layer of benefit to going to events, and I want to share something. So when we were walking around Wichita, kind of showing her all the things, we were getting ready to walk in the store, and Daniel Song was walking out of the store, and we stopped, introduced Jatan to Daniel, and he sat there and really kind of poured into her. So, and he had completely crossed line. And so one of the things about events is when you have the opportunity to find leaders, whether you saw them on the stage, you heard them on the podcast, you saw them on a virtual event that corporate put on, whatever the scenario is, that's where they're approachable. And we are all on the same team, whether we're cross line, up line, down line or not, does not matter. And just listening to about the 5 to 10 minutes that Daniel sat there and poured into them, it was priceless. And I love those kinds of things, and that happens all the time. So just another layer, if it's not somebody in your own line of sponsorship, somebody from your upline, but someone else that you admire who's part of this company, seek them out, because they will take the time. That's the community, that's the culture of LifeVantage, and that's an extra layer event, not to mention corporate. We introduced Jatan to Steve Fife, our president and CEO, and just imagine those kinds of things. Those are priceless experiences, and you can have them only in person at events like that. So capitalize on that, take advantage of it, register, and find a way to get there.
Fantastic. Marjorie is registered for both too. And one more shout out for Marjorie too. At the end of last month, we put out a promotion to anybody that utilized all 4 of the discount coupon codes that the company gave us in that last week. And anybody that used all 4 of them with a minimum of that 400 in sales volume, they would get an extra $200 from us, cash money. And Marjorie,
good job,
Marjorie qualified for that and earned that extra $200. So Marjorie, send me over your Zelle information and we'll get you paid that money. All right. So congratulations on that. Guys, run for everything that is offered you. Run for it. There's a reason behind everything. And it's to help you, help you build your team, help you build your business, and help you build your paycheck. Right?
Yep.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you for being here with us. We cannot wait to see all of you building your dreams, building your SC1 factory. And the way we do that is together as a team. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great night.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
Yeah, now how do we get out of here? Every time I do this and it's like, okay, wait. I think normally it's the stop share and then we can quit. All right, bye.
You too can do